Wow, you guys are haters on Hamilton.
You don't break tradition.
True.
Dear Theodosia.
1, 2.
I want to overthrow the government.
Theodosia was actually mentioned in part of this.
Nice.
But I don't want to, she didn't take part in it. She said, my man, what the fuck?
Dear Theodosia, help me overthrow the United States.
Even though
what?
Even though I'm the vice president at the time.
Burr, what?
Maybe Hamilton was onto something when he said he was not fit for governing. Welcome back to the After the Pod, everyone, for the Aaron Burr Conspiracy. If you haven't listened to the Aaron Burr Conspiracy, go back and listen to that episode.
Otherwise, you might be missing some context. Or a lot of context.
Or all of it.
Or all of the context.
I don't know. Is this included in Hamilton? I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
That would be the extent Hamilton extended.
I haven't seen any of Hamilton. I just listened to the soundtrack like 30 times.
You knew Guns and Ships, like...
Because you told me
word for word.
You told me to learn it. So I
told you?
Yes.
I was going to say, all of the
you
Hamilton
said I would be a good Thomas Jefferson. So
you would be a good Thomas Jefferson. I stand by that. So, Aaron Burr. I do remember reading about a conspiracy when I was in US 1 in college. And I was like, this wasn't in Hamilton. Because obviously it happened after Alexander Hamilton died.
All right, Megan, time for you to write a new play just called Burr.
Burr.
I'll have to get what's his name?
It's about how he freezes to death in the winter and gets found soggy in February.
Why do you write like you're running out of time? I'm gonna overthrow the government.
That's why I'm running out of time.
Listen, man, they're on to me. I might have said a few too many things to a few too many people.
I think it's very funny. I think some crazy stuff happened like right after we became a country, and this is one of the craziest things.
My favorite thing is like during the Hamilton musical, his entire first introduction, he's telling Hamilton, talk less, smile more.
Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Except
I'm here to overthrow the government and I want everyone to know about it.
Write it in your newspapers. Go ahead.
Here's a letter. It's in a cipher.
First of all, we're back to assassinations again.
Bro, the fact that there was an assassination, he was like, what if you just kill the president and overthrow the government for me? And the guy's like, what are you actually talking about?
But also, makes me think of Rasputin with them dropping way too many hints about what they're about to go do, and then all of a sudden, wow, people found out.
Well, I never saw that coming. That's crazy.
How did multiple people just drop way too many hints about the illegal stuff they're about to go do?
How did an army of 7,000 people all get picked up in like a handful of days? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild to be like, I have 7,000 people who are going to support me, and then you go there and there's like 100 and they're like,
there's like
yay!
70, 80 dudes who are just like, hey, we showed up.
It's actually very funny. I think it's funny how he was like, damn, I ruined my own life by killing somebody. He could have just put the pistol in the air. Right? That was Hamilton's whole thing. He shot in the air.
That's the premise of duels, to my knowledge, is
kill somebody.
The fact that you're willing to go to a duel is enough, and then you'd fire it into the air or the ground or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was just like your way of saying, all right, we're putting it through. The fact they're willing to go here and
I will risk my life to make this point.
Technically risk your life.
This is a hill I'm going to die on.
Literally.
But they're like, yeah, 90% of duels ended with them just shooting in the air or something and just saying, the fact that you're coming here, that means we can put this to the side. And Burr's like, nah, what if I just shot him?
He's like, you said I wasn't fit for government? I'm the vice president of the motherfucking United States, and I would have been the president if you, Alexander Hamilton, had just voted for me.
If you had shut your whore mouth.
I'm going to prove I'm not fit for government.
I know, I'm really not going to be fit for government.
Bang, bang.
The fact that he was literally one vote away from presidency, and it was Hamilton, like,
peak.
I think it's very funny. A Ham and A Burr, man.
My favorite thing is the historian William Stafford. He's two opposites. He's dignified, seductive. On the other hand, he's profligate in morals, public and private, selfish, master of dissimulation, treacherous, cold-hearted, subtle, intriguing, full of promise, but a skeptic. A scorner of all things good and noble, from whom good men shrank in mistrust, as from a golden glittering serpent. I do love that, because it's like, He's like the devil from the Bible. He's crawling out of like the tree of knowledge, just like, hey.
He's like the
What
devil, but he's like the devil, but like kind of hot, you know?
Actually, I thought he was ugly.
Well, listen, I'm going based off his seductive, just like, he's like the devil, he's like the worst person, but he's kind of hot, you know?
I think
seductive doesn't need to be hot. He'd talk real nice. You know what I mean? You know,
he
buttery
just
smooth
the eyes.
voice, you know?
You just look at him and his lazy eye.
Does he have a lazy eye?
In some of the pictures of him, his eyes are wonky. Then again, artist rendition. So,
true.
Don't really know.
Somebody was like, damn, I really hate this guy. I'm going to give him a lazy eye. Pay me $500 for this painting.
He's a traitor? Bet. Lazy eye. Here you go. Go nuts.
I think it's funny because it's very hard. It was very hard to find people talking about Aaron Burr himself. Everyone was talking about Hamilton in regards to Burr.
Because nobody wanted to be involved with Burr.
Right. So it was like, when I found that, I was like, wow, first of all, this is incredible because you're saying like he's cool, but also like the worst thing to ever happen to humanity. But also I think it sets up the whole episode really well because you're like, this man is kind of depraved a little bit.
Just a little bit. You know.
Inspired by Napoleon. He's just a little kooky. You know, he's a little eccentric.
He was also kind of old when he was doing this. Like he was like 50. If he was born in
50 old nowadays?
Well, back then, right? If he was born in 1756 and he started doing this in 1804, that's like 50. Well, like, or like 47.
48.
So he's in his 40s, 50s. He's having midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis.
Let me take over America.
Yo.
Midlife crisis. Duel. Let's go.
I also forgot to mention, I mentioned that General Wilkinson was a part of a plot to like take Washington from command and insert somebody else. Burr was also a part of that plot.
The plot thickens.
Just be normal.
I like didn't know how to fit it into the episode, and I was like, it'll be a great after the pod thing. Yeah, that's how they first found each other, with a conspiracy to overthrow General George Washington.
OMG, conspiracy besties.
And I think it's hilarious that General Wilkinson served with Benedict Arnold, who is the known traitor of the United States.
Yeah. It just makes me think of the meme of the child in the car. Why aren't you normal? Ah!
And just, I'm sorry, but just it's okay, because his loyalty's bought with promotion.
It's crazy.
This man, so many conspiracy theories.
We can't trust him, but if we, give him a managerial position...
He should be okay.
And he was also definitely a spy for Spain. There was a whole, when I was looking up things on Aaron Burr, there was more stuff about General Wilkinson than there was Burr.
Clearly, Burr is just the less interesting person.
Clearly.
Despite all of the attempts to overthrow the United States.
Because he was in talks with Spain from, Revolutionary War onward about, yeah, I think we could take some of this land. Yeah, I think you can have Florida. Yeah, what if you push forward more?
And they're like,
maybe
oh, yeah.
Georgia, too. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, he's definitely working with their enemies, but, we give him enough money, I mean, maybe he'll just stop working with them.
And it worked, sort of.
If we just throw money at the problem will disappear.
True, and luckily we had so much money, right after the revolution.
True.
Totally.
So much money.
So much.
Swimming in cash.
I think it's funny that he was actually pretty close to it working out, but then everything worked against him. It was like karma came back to hit him in the face. It's the ghost of Alexander Hamilton, if we think about it.
All right, new conspiracy. It was Hamilton that caused...
Alexander. Bleh.
Alexander. Woo, Burr, you're going to not throw over the government. Because, in the beginning...
I'm going to ruin all of your plans.
Again.
He's cock-blocking him from political greatness again.
From beyond the grave.
Damn.
Ooh.
Imagine getting cucked by a ghost. It's crazy.
Yeah. Because think about it. Minister Mary was, very cool. Prime Minister of Great Britain was hell yeah. And he was okay, I got Blenderhassett, who's, first of all, a hilarious name. Blenderhassett.
He's a billionaire with an island. That's crazy.
A billionaire Irishman.
He's a billionaire with an island.
And no, in Ohio.
Well, what were they doing on that island?
Oh, that's what you're doing.
I was more going to say, with
Blenderhassett didn't kill himself.
With Blenderhassett, he's hey, I'm going to give you some money to buy some land for a base of operations. Also, my house is also a base of operations.
Yeah, you can hang out at my house until the new one is done.
But it's just
you ball like that.
Here's your new base. Also, if you want to come visit,
And then he turned on him real quick.
It's like,
real quick.
I had to spend like a whole day with that person. Turns out more than like 30 minutes and that guy starts saying some stuff.
What was that episode of Gravity Falls where they had Blendon?
Oh my god, yes, I know what you're talking
When
about.
I read Blennerhassett, I immediately thought of whatever the fuck his name is. Anyway, that was just a tangent. Yeah, so he could have had it all, and if it wasn't for the Prime Minister of Britain dying,
It's Blendon Blandon.
Blendon Blandon. Say that 10 times fast.
Blendon
Blandon. That's what I thought of when I read Blennerhassett. If it wasn't for the Prime Minister of Great Britain dying, he would have gotten support. It could have been a thing. He could have gotten the support. And if Britain had been on his side, Spain would have been on his side. Because Spain and him were in talks for a little bit too, but Spain was like,
that would be an interesting thing to find out. Who would take over, Spain or Great Britain? And would they split the territory?
Oh. I feel like, Spain may want like the Mexico area. Also him being like, let me just take Mexico too.
Well, someone asked politely. They said, hey, while you're at it, you mind also like invading Mexico?
Editor Megan, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Don't dox us, please and thank you.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
Keep that in.
I'm just like my country.
Young,
I'm
scrappy,
old,
and hungry.
I'm old, ragged,
and full of food. Just had lunch.
Old, ragged, and struggling.
I also think I don't know. It's funny to be like, hey, Thomas Jefferson, there's some guy who wants to overthrow the government. You won't know who he is, but it's treacherous and horrible. Just want to let you know. Thank you. And then Thomas Jefferson's like, hey, whoever is trying to overthrow the government,
whoever threw that paper,
your mom's a hoe. And everyone's like, I just read in the newspaper that Aaron Burr wanted to overthrow the government.
Listen, it's just some dude named starts with B, ends in an You might not know him though, but you know.
So, in recent memory,
very
recent memory, you're gonna love this one. The court case is screwed up because of how big it was, and the president getting involved and making his opinion known. Isn't Burr, in a weird kind of way, kind of like Luigi Mangione?
Wow.
The president is out here making his opinion known, and people's opinions could be changed as a result of the president making his opinion known to the general public. So it will be very hard to find a jury who is disconnected and unbiased.
And you know, Burr did shoot someone.
True.
Yeah.
It's a weird connection that I'm trying to make, but it's like,
I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it. I think it's funny also that Thomas Jefferson's political rival was his cousin and also the Supreme Court person on the case, and he was like, you know what? We're adhering strictly to the law. Fuck you, Thomas Jefferson. I'm gonna win this case against you.
The letter basically. Of the law.
I'm gonna be president next. Take that, bro. Cuz.
I just feel like it's just drama. Like, the whole thing was just drama. He was drama. His whole life is drama.
Girl, all of them are drama. Burr is drama. Jefferson's drama. This whole thing, just drama.
Just drama. I was like, oh my goodness, girlies. The girlies are fighting.
And in Blennerhassett's diary, he called Burr a snake.
It reminds me of Rasputin, where his eyes were a green serpent.
Yeah,
right?
Green like a serpent who is possessed by the devil.
Like the devil? From the Bible?
Oh my god, Bible reference?
Oh my god.
Twice in an episode? Just because I said the word snake?
Alright, now the most important question, Megan. How are you going to bring in Hitler into this after the pod?
I don't know if I can, actually.
Just like Hitler, he flew too close to the sun with trying to take over territory.
Oh, there he goes. You never invade
the Spanish Inquisition. Yep, he never invaded the Spanish Inquisition.
What are we even on to?
I think this is a funny episode. I'm proud of myself for not making something depressing. Are you proud of me both?
I do like this.
Thank
considering
you.
I have a depressing episode just before this one.
It's okay. Mine's somewhat depressing. Do you count losing 2/3 of Europe depressing?
Dab.
Well, did they deserve it?
Does anybody really deserve to die?
I described the Black Death in it. Okay, I will be describing the Black Death in it. And does anybody deserve any of that? Like, that is a rough way to go.
No.
I'm not going to make any statements. I'm going to leave that for the after the pod for the Black Death.
Oh boy.
Make sure to tune back in for that one. But yeah, I just wanted to do a fun little thing. I feel like people don't know about this Aaron Burr conspiracy much. It was huge when it first happened. and then it feels like an obscure part of history that we just like don't talk about. We're like, Alexander Hamilton, he died. Okay, let's talk about Thomas Jefferson's second presidency.
Wait, hold on. He showed up, he died? Why is he on the $10 bill?
We just liked him.
Fair enough. Okay,
I mean,
carry on.
He also
we liked him if we had a play about him, you know.
I mean, apparently the play was like pretty much the reason why they kept him on the $10 bill, because
Mhm.
otherwise he would have like faded into obscurity.
yeah.
Because not a lot of people really spoke up for Hamilton's history.
I mean, what we learned about Hamilton in history class is that he was pro-monarchy. They overthrew a monarchy, and his like whole new government was like, let's do another monarchy.
God, I hate
And
this
Washington's
monarchy.
just like,
why don't we do
No,
What are we doing?
no, I want to go home. So he can just retire.
He said, beware the two-party system.
And then guess
Peace out.
what?
And guess what? Here we are again.
Could you imagine if it was the amount of votes you got, like, could do president and vice president, like our last election?
Anyway.
Is there anything else you guys want to say about the Aaron Burr conspiracy?
No.
Did you like it?
No. Yeah, I did. I
Men
did
just
enjoy
need to
the,
shut up.
What?
Men just need to shut up.
Men do need to shut up. That's what Trevor said, everyone.
Oh, Worm?
Man just needed to shut up.
Yeah, he did. He needed to, like, realize,
To talk less.
smile more.
that was one Jason's dad.
And that's your
I'll
message,
say.
everybody. Never let them know what you're against or what you're for.
I mean, that was
Drugs.
how
You wanna get
that's
ahead?
how Lincoln won, right?
Yes.
That's
But-
how Lincoln won.
Now I'm thinking about that lyric, and it said, fools who run their mouths wind up dead.
Damn, that's crazy.
Wait, one more thing before we go. Isn't it crazy he fled to Europe and then tried 2 more times to get a government to let him overthrow the government?
Okay, bestie. I know I didn't shut up last time, but this time I swear, lips are sealed.
I mean, Christopher Columbus, like, couldn't get through with Spain?
Oh, a few places. He went with Spain.
He went with Spain. He couldn't do Italy. He couldn't do Portugal, so he went
Yeah.
with Spain.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, if at first you don't succeed,
Beg someone else.
beg someone else and maybe it'll work.
And then come back to the United States while they're in a war so nobody notices that the people they had burned you in effigy realize that you came back and live a life of obscurity. As a lawyer, how is that obscure?
So, yeah, long story short, if somebody burns an effigy of you,
Just don't return to that country.
avoid them
Yeah, don't come
at
back.
all cost.
Don't
Get
come-
out.
As you should have, Aaron Burr. Anyway, guys, that is it for the After the Pod this time. Thank you guys so much for listening. You can comment on Spotify, so if you have any burning comments or feelings about the Aaron Burr conspiracy, leave them down below. All of our sources for this episode are the same as last episode, so if you're curious, go look at last episode. And if you haven't listened to it, listen to it.
Yeah.
And until next time, everyone, bye-bye.